Don't insult my intelligence, mate. On your best day, you're not as good as me on my worst day. So either tell me the truth or I'll find out.
It's a quiet afternoon at Manchester Airport. A flight from Sweden has just landed, and UK border officers have caught a suspected cigarette smuggler walking through baggage reclaim.
We've got three big suitcases full of ciggies. So we're going to have to come down. They're all going to need these left in, I think. We have to come down. We're going to have looks like they're all loose in that, so we're going to have to count them.
Do you speak English? Don't mess around. A bit, yeah. You can see you speak enough English to smuggle cigarettes. Right, what flight are you on?
You get the tickets?
Stockholm flight. What carousel were you on? This carousel?
The man started his journey in Estonia, a known source country for cheap cigarettes.
Just noticed this guy leaving, and they're all full.
Happy days.
Where'd you come from? Sweden. We started his journey in Estonia. And when did you fly back to Estonia?
No.
Hmm?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
No. Sometime.
You must have a ticket to go back to Estonia.
Yes, I know.
Well, when is it?
I don't have it yet.
You haven't been given it yet?
I haven't bought it yet.
No, when, what day are you flying back to Estonia?
I haven't decided yet.
Right, in here.
Seasoned Officer Gary isn't amused by the man's vague answers.
I've just obviously got to come outside and saw this guy wandering around outside looking for the exit. And when I looked at his bags, they look quite square. So when I went over to speak to him, he told me he was from Estonia, which is a place where a lot of people bring cigarettes in from. When I felt the bag, they were rock hard, which suggests to us that they're full of cigarettes. And they are.
Happy days.
So how many times have you been to the UK?
A few.
How many?
The man's failure to answer simple questions is starting to annoy Gary.
I don't know that.
Look, let's start from the beginning. Don't play stupid, right?
What do you mean?
Don't pretend that you don't know how many times you've been to the UK. You do know. Is it once, twice, 3 times, 10 times?
Maybe 3 or 4.
Well, that's fine. Then that's the answer.
I don't remember exactly.
What do you mean you don't remember? When was the last time you came here? Long time ago. When? I can go in and check the airlines, so either tell me the truth or I'll find out.
I tell you, maybe a couple of months.
Right. And on that occasion, you had cigarettes as well?
No,
No. So who are you meeting outside?
nobody.
Who are you giving these cigarettes to?
Somebody.
Yeah, who? Don't you know his name?
I don't know. I just bring it here
And he will take them off you outside?
no. Who?
Where'd you have?
Me, myself.
Where'd you have to go to hand them over? Manchester?
Maybe London.
London?
Maybe. It's not the point where.
No, it is to me. It may not be to you, but I'm asking you, where do you take the cigarette? If you don't know, don't they tell you where the cigarettes are going?
Who they?
Well, you're not doing this on your own, are you? It's obviously a gang.
Why? Why I cannot be myself?
Don't insult my intelligence, mate. Right? On your best day, you're not as good as me on my worst day. Right? So either say nothing, don't give me any rubbish. I know what's going on here. Right?
It takes 3 officers to count the enormous haul of cigarettes.
Total count is 46,560.
It's a huge seizure of cigarettes, with a street value of more than £20,000.
As you're probably aware, all these cigarettes are going to be seized. Do you understand that? And all the bags that they were carried in are going to be seized, right?
Why bags?
Because I said so. Right, what I'm doing now, I'm getting you a receipt for the cigarettes, right? Going to give you a receipt. I'm going to give you a warning letter, because next time you will be arrested. Do you understand that? You come in here with all these cigarettes again, I will arrest you. Understand? Okay? There's the door.
With no previous convictions, the man is allowed to go free, but next time he'll end up behind bars.
They try and think that they can say whatever they want to say. No, at the end of the day, we will arrest these people. I just don't like the idea that they can just be so blasé about it all, as if we can't do anything about it. Well, we will.
In Manchester, officers have received a call for backup from the other terminal. A passenger's fruit has given a massive hit for Class A drugs.
We've just been called over to Terminal 3. There's a lady, I believe, travelling from Barbados. Is it via Gatwick, Gary? Or Heathrow? It's on one of the shuttles. We believe they've found cocaine in yams. So we're just coming over to see what's going on.
Cocaine can be hidden anywhere. And with a street value of £50,000 per kilo, smugglers will go to extraordinary lengths to avoid detection.
Yams. Have you x-rayed them?
I've x-rayed them, just a bulky mass.
Right.
You couldn't tell
Okay.
from the x-ray whatsoever.
The initial trace was off the scale, but Border Officer Liz thinks it may be a false alarm.
Okay, we're not sure we've actually got anything. The officer spiked one of the yams and he's got a really high reading for cocaine off the machine there, but it's possible just contamination on the spike. So we're just going to cut right into these. We've had it in mangoes, coconuts, pineapples. Looks like there's nothing in these though, unfortunately.
Investigating further, the officers discover more potentially incriminating details. The woman's passport is brand new and her ticket was paid for in cash.
Is someone meeting her?
Her mum says she's
Yeah.
her mum's meeting.
I mean, if you want to put stab vests on, yeah, and go and have a word and just verify a story, there's no harm there.
Still suspicious, the officers decide to investigate the woman's claim she's being met by her mother.
Obviously, for our protection, we need to have body armour on in case, if it is a drugs job, people who are meeting will obviously be looking for those drugs and be rather upset. So we need to be armoured up.
Just going to take your shoes for a second. That's yours as well.
Officers continue to carry out further tests for drugs.
Go ahead. When someone's got an internal concealment for drugs, their sweat comes out onto the shoes and the drugs shows in the sweat. So it's an indication that they might have something. They could have taken something, but it gives us grounds to do an internal body scan or something like that. It's come back negative, so there's no trace on the shoes.
The woman's ordeal
Smell.
continues
Smell.
as the team carry out more drug tests on the baggage.
But she's not really got many clothes or anything for a month's stay. It's that bag as well. That's a bag Constellation that a while ago had a lot of seizures in.
A radio
3-2,
message
Lima
comes
3-2,
through from the
Yankee
officers
1-2.
sent to meet the woman's mother.
No, there's no one out there waiting for her.
Yes, yes.
It's very strange though that her mum's not waiting for her outside. But you know that in itself is not enough, is it?
She might have been delayed.
With no sign of the mother, the woman remains under arrest
Yeah.
until the officers can prove that she's telling the truth.
I don't really think I've got enough to,
No, I
to
don't
do it
think
any
you-
further.
I don't think you've got enough to go any further, to be honest with you. But obviously, the reason you arrested her in the first place is because you thought you had drugs in the yams. Now, if you haven't,
To an arrest.
well, yeah. But wait for Gary to come back in and see what Gary says, because obviously he's in charge. But I would say you haven't really
There's
got
nothing-
enough.
No.
Officer Gary radios through to say he's finally met the woman's mother outside.
All right, okay.
Having found
All right,
no
try.
further evidence of cocaine, officers accept their false readings must have come from using a contaminated
Right.
knife.
We've looked in your bags, we've looked further, and in further investigation looking into the yams and stuff, there isn't anything in there. We've made a mistake. When we tested it, it's given a false reading on our machine, so there isn't anything in there. So you're no longer under arrest. And I want to apologise for keeping you, but thank you for your patience anyway, and you can relax now, okay? So we're going to repack all your bags, and then we'll let you go outside, all right? Okay, and hopefully you'll enjoy your holiday here.
Whilst it's been an unnecessary ordeal for the woman, it shows that Class A drug hits must be investigated properly to ensure only guilty smugglers end up
Go
behind
through
bars.
this way, that's the way out. Okay, just keep going through. Thank you.